Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I think that I'm live. I'm like pretty sure that I'm live. It's 605 people here. That's way more than there were just a second ago. Hello, it's Hank. I'm here and I'm ready to party. What are so a couple of things going on. I want to play connections. I also like put together a so we're gonna celebrate. Ooh, did I do that? Was that me? Uh, I'm live, and I thought maybe we would blind rank cartoon moms. That was one of my other plans because we're celebrating Mother's Day at Good Store with with a number of things, including this Mother's Day bundle that is a discounted thing. And I wanted to tell you about it, but I wanted to also have a good time. So I want to talk about wolves. I want to play connections. I want to blind rank moms, and I want to tell you what's in this. What's in the box is also what I want to tell you. So this is how the box arrives. It's maybe a little messier than it will be when it arrives for you, and we'll also have this postcard on top of it. I opened this yesterday, but this is about how Good Store works, where all the money gets donated to charity. And then there's like stuff for that a mom would like. There's like a decaf even song chai tea. There's a bunch of good stuff in here, and you can go to good.store the Mother's Day tab and get it. And if you do get it, I will shout you out on the stream. So for example, I'm gonna pop over here to where you can't see. Oh, it's not there. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Well, that's silly. I can get it again. What just happened to me, though, is I'm jumping right over here from having a conversation with a friend of mine who is a wolf biologist, studies wolf genomics, who was like my close friend in college, dated my roommate, lived next door to Catherine. And now she works at Princeton as a wolf biologist. So I get to ask her all kinds of questions about the direwolf stuff. So if you have questions about direwolf stuff, let me know. But I'm just going to pop this a bit, and I'm going to go to my Shopify, and I'm going to look for the Good Store stuff. And I'm going to put that over here where you can't see yet, because I don't want everybody's addresses to be public. That would be bad. But for example, if we've got orders coming in, we have two that came in the last minute. I don't know if that was you, if that was anybody here, but Ashley. Where's Ashley from? What did Ashley get? Got the Sip and Savor starter kit and the Sun Basin Soap Mother's Day bundle. Well done. Several of our Mother's Day things are already sold out, but she is a wolf who is a biologist. That's right. A friend is a wolf biologist. They study humans. Hank doesn't know what downtime is. I know what downtime is. I know what downtime is. One of the things that my wolf biologist friend just told me, and this is wild, and this is not something that we would ever do, but is possible, and we do it with other animals, is called backbreeding, where if you have, this is the example she gave to me. So you know how you have, some people have like 3 or 4% Neanderthal DNA? Well, not everybody has the same 3 or 4% Neanderthal DNA. So what you can do is you can take two people who have different parts of the Neanderthal genome, and then you can breed them, and then that a baby would then have potentially 6 or 5% Neanderthal DNA, and then they do that a bunch of times until you start to get to a person who's like half Neanderthal. So that's a thing that you could actually do. And I don't know how like much you could do it. I don't know what the sort of limitations are on how much of the Neanderthal genome we have still around in human bodies. And it's not something that you would do, of course, but you can do it for animals that have gone extinct, but in that process interbred with other animals. For example, the red wolf, which we do have some purebred red wolves, but they went down to a population of 12 before we started doing captive breeding. So it's a very limited pool. But then there are some like living in the wild examples of red wolf coyote hybrids or red wolf something else hybrids. And that's a really weird thing that is confusing, and that is currently she is helping to investigate, is that there are these hybrids that have like 30% DNA that they can't really account for. They're called ghost wolves, which I love. They're called ghost wolves. That's amazing. And it is wild that this is a friend of mine from, am I 1% direwolf? I share more than 1% of my genome with direwolves. So in that way, yes. But I don't think anybody would make that argument. Did we get any other people ordering anything just now? We did. A number of people. Thank you to Dave and Patrick and Colin, who are doing it for their moms. They're going to order a great gift pack for their mom that also, if you read the postcard, it says, this gift directly supports mothers. Sunbasin Soap donates 100% of its profit to fund the Maternal Center of Excellence in Sierra Leone, which provides best-in-class medical care to mothers and children in the region, which has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world. With this gift, you're part of something good. And that'll come to your mom, so she'll know that you're helping your mom and also other moms. And the soap is the Garden Party, which Catherine and I designed together, the scent, which is based on our favorite cocktail called the Pim's Cup. We got 4 new orders. Actually, they're okay. So I got to say thank you to Phil and Molly and Amanda. And where's Amanda from? Rhode Island. And Dave, who's from Nebraska, I think. Oh, and we're also sending it to Patrick in Germany. We've got Colin. Thank you to Colin. I clicked on something. I broke it. Allison. Oh, I broke it again. And I just said Allison. Elliot and Darian and Deborah and Andrew and Chasha and Joshua, which sounds kind of like Chasha, and Colin and Benjamin and Reed and Heather and Ashley. Wow, we got a lot of orders, you guys. That was fast. And Arjuna and Jason and Rose. Thank you. And Michael. I think that's got to be everybody. But we did just get 4 new orders. So we're going to let that roll for a little bit because you guys are ordering like crazy. You're like, oh, I did not realize that there was a Mother's Day pack available at Good Dot Store. So thank you to Destiny and Taylor and Bruno and Emily and Martin and Chris and Nathaniel and Phil and Molly. I think that's everybody. Okay. Got to remember Molly, everybody, so that we can get back to, oh no, Destiny is who we need to remember. So Destiny was at the top. But in the meantime, I did say that I was going to play Connection. So we're going to start with that. And I have to click on this, and then I have to click on this, and then I have to click on this. And now we're playing Connections, everybody. Can we do it? This is today's Connection. So if it's a spoiler for you, you aren't going to want to watch this part. Or maybe you're just going to be extra good at Connections because you'll have watched someone else do it first. Apple Card. That's a thing. Wow. Goodness. Shining. Birds. Haunting. Well, those are all horror movies. Saw it immediately. So The Shining, The Birds, The Haunting. Banjo. Nose. Man. Boy. Exorcist. Great. Loving that. Possession. Possession? No, that's not The Possession. Is that a movie? I haven't heard of that one. Sounds like it could be a horror movie. The Possession. Then it's all these too: The Shining, The Birds, The Haunting, The Exorcist. Effect. Good. Okay, what else did I see in there? So I saw that. That's great. Glad to have that. Trying to group them up. That's my strategy, is I like to group on my first category so I can try and get purple first. That's good enough. I'm tired of searching. Possession, in addition to being like being possessed by a demon, that's like a possession and belongings. Possessions and belongings are the same thing. We've got boy, wow, that's kind of a thing. Boy, wow. Man, like just an exclamation. Apple. Effect. Boy, wow. Man, is that it? Just like exclamation. Is there a fourth one? Belonging, possession, card, birds, goodness. Goodness. My goodness. Oh, goodness. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. But I believe it might be that. And then effects. If we add an S to these, possessions, belongings, boys, exorcists, apples, wows, goods. All right. I'm feeling good about that. And that leaves us with the purple, which is going to be boy, apple, haunting, banjo, apple, banjo, not birds, not goodness, not shining, nose. Okay. Apple, banjo, nose. What was card? Was card in anything? I don't think so. All right. So this is going to be our purple. Oh. It's the blue, everybody. That's disappointing. I'm disappointed in how that went. Okay, well, it was the category, though. It's things you can pick. You can pick an apple. That's definitely harder than the purple. That's so much harder than the purple. You could pick an apple. You could pick a banjo. You could pick a card. Oh, like pick a card, any card. Or you could pick a nose. That's way, especially card. That's wild. Okay, and then I guess that means that the movies are the purple. Or this is the purple. Goods, belongings. Yeah, that's probably it, because that, like, you need to add the S. Belongings, effects, and what was the possessions? Yeah, that's probably the purple. Okay, fine. And then the birds, the shining, the exorcist, the haunting. This is a hard yellow. That's a hard yellow, actually. Like, I got it, but that's really loose. Just exclamations. Interjections? Okay, whatever. All right, now we're going to head back onto just me and the full screen, and I'm going to pop open this and see. We've gotten 17 new orders, everybody. Thank you. Who is it? Remember Destiny? We're going to work up from Destiny. We're going to say thank you to Kevin, thank you to Ann, thank you to Justin, thank you to Rob. Where's Rob from? Rob, you're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Thank you to, Richard. I can't even say where you're from because that sounds like a small town in Florida. Jan, thank you. In Reno, possibly Jan, but your last name made me think it was Jan. So maybe it's Jan, maybe it's Jan. But the last name makes me think it's Jan. Aaron from Colorado, Carrie. From California, Nicholas. From Delaware, and Andrea from Ontario, London, Ontario. But also thank you to Leah and Lauren and Britta. Britta's from Germany. Dane is from Utah. Alicia from Thornton, Colorado. Catherine from Alabama, and Rachel from Missouri. Thank you. And also thank you to these next 4 people, Kyra and Jericho and Jared. And Elena in New York, New York. I'm going to do my secret thing where I go and I rate your house. I know that you didn't say that I could do this, and I know that it's weird, but I need your address to send you an object. I'm not going to share this publicly, of course, but I need your address to send you the package that you just ordered. And what might you have ordered? Possibly a Mother's Day gift, because you have to get your mother a Mother's Day gift anyway. You might as well get it from Good Dot Store, where all the profit gets donated to charity, and it's going to be lovely. There's a hand balm in it. This hand balm is unscented hand balm, but everybody has dry skin. Mothers deserve to not have dry skin. We've got a candle. I'll open it for you. This is the candle that's available. It's a citrus candle. It says light and enjoy. 100% of the profit is donated to the Maternal Center of Excellence in Sierra Leone. I'm going to open that up. And it's well packed because it is in a glass case. And we don't want that to break, do we? Here it is. It's not glass, actually. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like it's citrusy, as it says, but it smells like candy. It smells like it's a citrus candle. That's delicious and delightful. If I had matches, I'd light it, but I don't. We've also got my Garden Party soap, and then the Even Song Chai, which is one of my favorites for the nighttime. This or our ginger are my 2 favorites. And it's just a nice little thing to do for a mom when you want to thank a mom for being a mom, which is one of the best and hardest jobs. So thank you for appreciating your moms, and also thank you, if you can, for appreciating Good Store. And now I get to go to look at where Alana lives, because I can do that. And people always say, Hank, you shouldn't. Don't do that. Wow. Holy moly. That's a cool spot. You live in Manhattan, like on the island of Manhattan. Look at you. And you got like a fitness studio right there, right, and laundry right in your same building. That's nice. What is it like to live in New York City? This would be wild. What's like how there's like people sitting on the front stoop in the Google images. Wow. There's not a lot of parking, so that must be tricky. Why do people even have cars in this place? All right, we're going to go down here. We're going to see what you got on the corner store. What do you got as an option? Ooh, that looks like a nice sandwich shop. Oh, man, I'm jealous of a nice sandwich shop. And what's on the other side? Oh, another laundromat. Well, there's lots of laundromats are necessary in this neighborhood. This is it looks like a nice dense avenue that is quite close. You've got a grocery there. Oh, so many options. A hair salon, a cleaners. Oh, man, I'm jealous. You can get your nails did. You got a bookstore that close? A Dunkin'? I'm not saying anything that's too... Look, I know this is weird, but I don't think it's... You got so many options. Man, to live in New York City, why do you even ever go anywhere? And you're right by several parks. Because of course you are, because it's New York City. Now I'll say Central Park, pretty far away. That's a distance, but there's other good parks. And also, from what I know of how New York City works, you can probably get on the subway and get pretty much anywhere pretty fast. And I'm jealous of that. That's great, Alana. I hope that your mom appreciates what you purchased, or that you appreciate it, because you just got a bunch of soaps. You just got a bunch of soaps. And also, it looks like you might have bought this for yourself, honestly, having looked at it. You also got the EcoGeek laundry detergent sheets. Anybody who's signing up, by the way, this is a separate promotion, but anybody who's signing up for EcoGeek products subscriptions right now, because you might as well get a subscription because you go through the stuff, right? You'll get a free one of these. And this is my favorite tool that I have had in the kitchen for a long time. It is very good. It is not hard on your pans, but it is very good. It's very hard on your avocado that you forgot to clean and then got dried on there. And that takes for just like, it's such a pain in the butt. And we all know that, don't we? All right. I have to move back to the chat to see how that's going. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's rolling in. It's rolling in. Ilana, did you get it from your mom or was that just for you? Let's be honest. You have to be honest with me. That scrub brush is the best, Good Store says. For Earth Day, the scrub brush with all new EcoGeek subscriptions. Free scrub brush. The dishwater tablets work so well. Thank you, Danielle. They're right here from the people at Green Llama. I really like working with them. They're very cool people. Me watching this from Times Square subway, LMAO. Oh, my God. Annabelle, you need to order something so I can look up your apartment. My EcoGeek order just shipped. I'm very excited. Wait, I want a candle. You could probably get one for yourself, too. The laundry soap sheets look so cool. The sheets? Laundry sheets. I also have those here. Candles... Oh, maybe the candles aren't on their own. Yeah, we're probably going to do candles, but we're trying to figure it out. They got the wide wick, so it like burns a little faster and makes the smell more smelly. Forget the doxing. Couldn't this be spoiling people's gift? It could be spoiling people's gifts. It's true. But are moms watching? Are moms and children watching at the same time? I don't know. We've got a number of new orders that came in. Thank you to Bryce. Bryce is from Georgia. Kyle is from Germany. Penny says, I'm from Texas. And also there's a note. What's the note say? Oh, your address maybe is a little weird, but I think it's not. I think it's just weirdly formatted because of the road that you live on being like a weird name. Teresa from Texas. Ian from Michigan. Thank you to Brian and Jared and Jeremy and Ryan and Bryce, who's from Georgia, and Cortland and Mitchell and Michael and Jesse and Lon and Casey and Joseph and Stacy and Sabekwa in Snoqualmie and David in New York, another New Yorker. Kevin, thank you. I need to close that down, though. Oh, nope. You might also just be buying stuff for yourself, and I can't stop you doing it. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Britta, and then Dane, and Alicia, and Catherine, and Rogers, and Rachel, and Alana. There's Alana. And Jared, and Jericho, and Kyra, and Jonathan, and Aaron, and Justin, and Lexi, who is in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. And we're going to scroll up here to see we've got 2 new orders. We're going to thank them as well. Thank you to Rachel and Lexi. Lexi. Oh, this is the same Lexi again. Lexi, you've ordered 11 times from Good Store. Thank you. I got to look up where you're at. Is that okay? Just a little recreational doxing is what we call it. I need to know where you live. That looks like a nice spot. Now, I will say, less convenient to the dry cleaners than that house in New York City. Maybe a little bit harder to just walk to the corner store here in Greenville in this nice spot. But you do got a little bit of forest, which is nice. Seems like you might be able to get out there and just walk, like take a little walk in the forest. I bet that's a little mucky. Would be my guess that might be a little bit of a wet spot. But it looks pretty. You might, it's good to be able to like go out there and get a tick sometimes. It looks like you're close to some cool trails. That's awesome. And if I zoom out here, I can tell that you're a driver. You probably pretty car centric lifestyle, like most of us Americans. But you could maybe walk to the Home Depot, but why would you? But there is a nice park here. I love the looks of that park. That looks like a nice spot. That looks like a school there. And those are important for the children, I've heard. And I can't tell you the name of that company, but that is a hilarious name for a company. I can't tell you because then I would be too close to doxing you. Sorry. But to get all the way into town, that would be quite a hike, I think. But you got a zoo in Greenville, which I didn't know. And if I zoom out, I can see where Greenville is in the world. And it's everything's upside down. Florida's on top of the map that I'm looking at right now. So that didn't really help me. But I've always thought that South Carolina looked like a little bit of a bird, like a bird that's perched, and then like is that just me? It's got like a beak that goes over into Georgia. And you live like where the eye of the bird would be. That's where Greenville is. And now, is that just me? I've always thought that South Carolina looks like a bird, but I've never said it out loud. What does dox mean? Dox means like without permission releasing somebody's details on the internet, where they live, what their real name is, usually where they live, usually their address. What's going on, Hank? Is Hank trying to date our moms? I'm not, but I am trying to get you to give your mom a gift for Mother's Day. And I am trying to have it be, and let's just pop over to this, and then I can show you over here at Good Store. So you'll notice that a lot of these things are sold out. So our Soap Surprise Club has sold out. Awesome Socks Club 6 months has sold out, which is wild. Actually, don't know why that is. I gotta ask somebody how that happened. The Tea and Soap Club, that's sold out, but we got our surprise 3-pack. We got our evening 3-pack. We got our puzzle. Everything else on this page is sold out. Wild. But we also have the Sun Basin Soap Mother's Day bundle, which is a $62 value for $50. You can buy that for your mom. It's got the Evensong chai in it. Let me open that up and give it a sniff so that I can give you a review. I know what it tastes like. Well, I can give you a little review just of the smell. I'm excited. Actually, I'm out of this right now, so it's great that they sent it to me. Maybe I should. Why don't I buy it for my mom while we're sitting here? Not with my screen share. Oh, it's a delight. What is it? Honey sweet rooibos, balanced by dark clove. That's what I was thinking. Clove and floral cardamom. Pair with a warm blanket or On Peace by John Keats. Do you guys want to read On Peace real quick? O peace! And dost thou with thy presence bless the dwellings of this war-surrounded isle, soothing with placid brow our late distress, making the triple kingdom brightly smile. Joyful I hail thy presence, and I hail the sweet companions await on thee. Complete my joy, let not my first wish fail, the sweet mountain nymph thy favorite be. I wish it was his favorite like B-E-E. That would be better. With England's happiness proclaim Europa's liberty. Oh, Europe, let not sceptred tyrants see that thou must shelter in thy former state. Keep thy chains burst and boldly say thou art free. Give thy king's law, leave not uncurbed the great. So with the horrors past, thou'lt win thy happier fate. Oh, I have to refresh. Apparently, the 6 months prepaid are not sold out anymore. We did it. We fixed it. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that nothing's sold out anymore. I don't know what happened there, but they fixed it. They noticed that there was a inventory, that's something in the wrong category. All that stuff is available again. So we got analysis here. This sonnet expresses a longing for peace amidst the turmoil of war. The speaker finds solace in the idea of peace bringing tranquility to a war-torn island, and I assume that that's the island of Great Britain, the Triple Kingdom, as they say, Wales, England, and Scotland, I would assume. The poet's hopeful tone contrasts with the period's political unrest, reflecting a desire for stability and freedom. That sounds great. I also would like that. It does not seem where we're headed right now. We were heading out of that period. Compared to Keats's other works, this sonnet lacks the rich imagery and introspective depth. It focuses on a distinct theme, but its language is straightforward and lacks the intricate symbolism found in his other poems. That makes it right up my alley. Thematically, it aligns with Keats's support for liberty and his aversion to oppression. And he advocates for the liberation of Europe from tyrannical rule, reflecting the revolutionary spirit of the era. So I don't want war, but I do want revolution. That's going to be tricky, Mr. Keats. It's going to be tricky. Heading back. Do y'all like the tea time, English time tea with English cake and a cup of tea? I do like that. I don't have it often enough. I hope my wife is okay, because she said she was going to bring me a sandwich for like an eternity ago. Oh, okay. She's fine. She just texted me. Okay. She was out and she went to the sandwich place. And we're going to go over and look at who is ordered. And I'm not going to soft dox anybody right now, but we do have a bunch of new orders that came in. Thank you to Caroline and Megan and Kelly and Lucas and Benjamin. Where's Benjamin from? Benjamin, you're from Oregon. And Maria is from Wisconsin. Brianne, thank you. Nydia and Jeremy and Dylan and Renee and David and Jessica and Jennifer and Seth and Penny and Caitlin and Rebecca and Dakota and Kevin and Matt and Jacqueline and this is a lot of people. And Diana, I almost said Deanna, and Sarah and Chami. Where are you from, Chami? You're from Massachusetts. And Lucas and Paige and Rachel and Lexi and Elliot and Britta and Bryce and Kyle and Penny and Teresa. Okay, I've said everybody else's names, and now we're gonna look, and we're gonna have thank you also to Timothy and Melanie and Tyler and Stacy in Michigan and Caroline in North Carolina, and I've got I don't know if you can send me messages, if there's like a little message box. I don't think that there is. When did Luke Perry die? When doves cry? When the moon? When would the moon crash into the earth? Is that a reference to something? I feel like it is, but I don't know. Michigan, let's go. Yeah. So if we pop over, let's pop over. Let's do a quick pop over, Froggy, to good.store. So here we got all of these, now these things are no longer out of stock. And what we are doing is a new thing where we have prepaid subscriptions. So you pay all at once for 6 months. And you don't, and then it cancels after that. Well, it cancels, like it doesn't keep going. So if you want to get this as a gift, it's really great, because that way you're not like signing up to give somebody a gift for like the rest of your or their life. So you could give like a soap surprise club where you get 6 months, and we'll send a soap every month, and it'll be a different surprise soap, and they'll get to try a bunch of different stuff. You could also do that with the Awesome Socks Club. You can also do that with soap and tea, and you can also do it just with tea, or the tea taster club. So you get 6 months of 6 different kinds of tea. And you can also do this with 12 months. So you can get the 12-month tea and soap club. That's $275, which is a lot, but you are going to get 12 months of tea and soap. We also got our Sip and Savor starter kit, where you can get a tea strainer and then like a little bit of a bunch of our different teas. And then we've got like our loose leaf starter kit, which is on sale and is a bundle, and it's team made easy. Look, one thing I gotta say. Oh, that also comes with the mug. Is that loose leaf is so easy and so good, and it just like completely changed how I feel about all of this stuff. But you can get any of these things as Mother's Day presents, and we just started figuring out how to do these like 6 months like gift subscriptions. So you buy it all at once, $50, and then you get soap for 6 months straight, and you get a bunch of different soaps, and that's just like a lovely present. Now the Mother's Day bundle is going to come with our little postcard letting your mom know what's going on, and also it's just like a bunch of relaxing stuff that's like a good like self-care vibe, because moms should take care of themselves, obviously, and because moms are fantastic. And I did not realize that my little logo here was on top of me. But okay, we're working through it. I'll fix that. That's easy to fix. I'll just slide myself over here, and then now I'm better. There we go. That's actually. Oh, is it back? No, I don't actually know. Is it backwards for you? It's backwards for me. I don't think so. This is just so that I don't get confused. The teas and the tea infuser / strainer are my new faves. Genuinely delicious teas. I know it's so good. Help mom take care of herself. That's right. Love you, Hank. Thanks for all the work you do. Have a great Easter. I forgot that Easter's coming up. I don't think a lot. Oren the other day was like, we should get Easter eggs to dye. And I was like, why are you thinking about that? Yes, they would be getting a bar of soap a month. And if your soap consumption might be lower than average. I also do not go through a bar of soap in a month. But a lot of people do. A lot of people bathe more frequently than I do, and in different ways than I do. In my experience with soap, is this anybody else where you got like a full bar of soap, and then 3 weeks later you got a full bar of soap, and then 2 weeks after that you got a pretty small bar of soap, but it's still like a bar of soap, and then a day later it's gone. It's like I guess this is like a function of surface area to volume, but it's just like the moment where the soap goes from like a bar of soap to a sliver seems extremely fast, whereas like the moment it goes from like a bar to a smaller bar is very slow. But I think that's probably there's like a mathematical way of describing that. We can't see behind your name. Am I behind my name now? I thought I was behind my name before. Okay, fixing it. I thought I fixed the problem, but I made it worse. It's because for me it's backwards, but for you it's right ways around. Okay, now it all makes sense. I wonder if a donut-shaped soap would solve that. You say a donut-shaped soul, but I don't think that's what you mean. Yes, you have come and corrected yourself. Would a donut-shaped soap? No, I think that would make everything worse. It would be much harder to do for the people at the soap company, because I know how they make the soaps. And also I think that it would break once it got thin at all. I love that we're thinking. We're trying to think out of the box, which I love. If you want to go and order some of those things for your mom, we got 10 new orders at Good.Store. So thank you for those orders. We got something for Charlotte, Taylor, Chilaba. Sorry, I took a second to read Chilaba from Jacksonville. We got Megan and Adrian and Addison and Rachel and Lisa and Alicia and Teresa and Jonathan. I feel like there's been a lot of Teresas. Stacy and Tyler and Melanie and Timothy and Caroline and Megan. Thank you for your orders. Thank you for your orders. We got one more. I'm going to look where you're at. We got JD. Thank you, JD, in Texas. Thank you. Mobius strip soap. It will be soap mesh bags. What's a soap mesh bag? What's that mean? I don't know what that is. What's a soap mesh bag? It's a little bag that holds your soap. But why? What do they do? But why? Exfoliating mesh body scrubber. Okay. All right. I see what's going on. is a soap saver bag. Simply slip the soap into the bag after use. Oh, so you hang it after and it saves your soap. I mean, what we have at Good Store is a little block. Oh, it's right here that you can place it on. And that does a similar thing where it doesn't like sit in its own juices. So it lasts longer. Because you don't want to make your soap last longer if you can. So you should get a soap saver, pay for themselves immediately. And also it acts like a washcloth. Okay. Just put the soap in one of the socks. Problem solved. I love it. Thinking outside of the box. I can't get shampoo bars to meld together like soap bars. That is correct. They don't do that. And I cannot tell you why, but there is a chemistry reason why that I have experienced firsthand. All right. What else are we going to do here today? One of my plans was to do a tier list ranking of TV moms, of TV cartoon moms. But I noticed something weird, which is that Ariel's in here, and she's not a mom, is she? She's like a mom to like a fish and a shrimp. He's not a shrimp. He's a crab. Is he a crab? What is he? What's Sebastian? We're going to start out with Marge, who's got to be S tier. You know, how do you rank like well-known, but also like a good mom? And also like, should we be ranking by how good of a mom they are, or by how like we all know who they are, or like the legendary status? Like Marge Simpson is like legendary mom, but I'm going to put her at A tier because I just saw Lois from Bob's Burgers. That's her name, right? Is it? I don't know. But she's amazing. She's my favorite. Is it? Yeah, that's who that is. And that's fantastic. Now, we got this crab, and I don't know who that is. So I'm going to put that in D tier. The Rugrats mom, absolutely. No, that's Lois. What's her name from Bob's Burgers? Linda, of course. She's my favorite. She's my favorite. And I scrolled. I shouldn't scroll. I should leave it so you can see things. Now, I also know King of the Hill mom, whose name I can't remember. Mrs. Incredible, very incredible. I feel like I'm going to make people mad. Look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rank these things completely randomly, and then you're all going to get mad at me. So there's a lot of South Park moms going on here. This is definitely Cartman's mom. She's terrible. I do not like her. Got a Flintstone mom. Not a lot going on, I feel like, with any of the personalities in the Flintstones. Same with the Jetsons. Not a lot going on. Is this a mom? That doesn't really look like a mom, but it's definitely Adventure Time. We've got also a separate Flintstones mom. Whoever did this has a very wide variety of interests in cartoon moms, because like to know both Adventure Time and the Flintstones is that's a lot. We've also got a couple of lions, traditionally sort of middle of the range moms. I don't know how these particular lions are, but I know that lions are like okay moms, but they're not as good as you might want them to be. I'm gonna put King of the Hill and let's just say Esty. She's great. I do remember, like, my vibes are great. This is Dexter's Laboratory. No, Miss Incredible should be up top. There's no B tier moms. I'll tell you that. Maybe here's what we know. They're all S tier moms. They're all S tier moms. There's only one tier for moms, and it's except for Cartman's mom. And this duck who looks like they're maybe 5 years old, also for whatever reason, is an S tier mom. Is that duck a mom? Is Ariel a mom? One thing, the only mom that I'm not going to put, so Cartman's mom and Ariel, who's not a mom. That's what we're learning. Oh, my back. Ow. Oh, okay. I had to get that out for a second. Everybody agree that we figured it out on the mom situation. In fact, everybody is S tier mom, and they all deserve a gift, and you can get them a gift in a variety of different ways. Of course, you don't have to spend $50 or $12 or $20 on a gift for your mom, but it's good to give your mom to recognize some good work being done by moms on a Mother's Day. Oops, I accidentally did that. Pop out chat. I only had the chat in the, okay. Man, I'll tell you what, my vision ain't what it used to be. I only wanted to change this one screen, not all of them, but okay. Ariel is a mom. In who's Melody? Oh, Ariel in The Little Mermaid 2. But that isn't Ariel from The Little Mermaid 2. That is very specifically Ariel from the regular Little Mermaid. I know what she looks like in the regular Little Mermaid. You can't show, like, if I was going to show you a picture of a mom, I wouldn't show you, like, Catherine from college. That's Ariel's mom? That's Ariel's mom. It's Ariel's mom? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Where is she? I can't see her anymore. Did I put her down here? No, that's Ariel. That's Ariel. Am I crazy? Ariel's mom. Oh, it is. Why does she look exactly like Ariel? What? This is the same lady. What is the difference? She's got a crown. Is that the difference? They could have done a little bit more character development work on her, I feel like. That is just Ariel. Like, what? Let's just show me Ariel. Okay. I guess they're a little different. Her hair is like oranger. It's brown. It's not as red. Okay. All right. Well, you know, we're learning together, everybody. It's Queen Athena. Everybody would know that, Hank. Doesn't everybody know that it's Queen Athena? Look, I called Linda Belcher Lois, so maybe I should have done a little research before I decided that my new job was going to be figuring out moms. We've got woo woo woo. Thank you to all the orderers. We've had all the people who've been ordering from Good Dot Store. I appreciate your patronage. Her hair is not quite as red as Ariel's. It's a little more orange. Ariel had a Disney dead mom syndrome. Was she dead? Was that like flashbacks? What do you mean Ariel's mom is named Athena? Hank, you should do research before talking about moms. Everybody's confused. No one knows what's going on. I was just trying to tier rank moms, and I realized I didn't know enough about the moms, and also all moms are S tier except for Cartman's mom. So that's what you like my shirt. Thank you. It's a bunch of little birds. I also like my shirt. But this is what they sent me to show me, the people at Good Store. We've got a lovely citrus candle that you can get for your mom, all on this one thing. Some unscented hand balm. I used it. It's good. We've got this is the Garden Party soap, which is the soap that I currently use, and I love it. I have a bunch of it. I have so much. I will not run out for a while. And then also the Even Song Chai, which give it one sniff, you'll be convinced. I want some right now. I should have made some before this, but I was having a meeting with a wolf biologist who is also my college roommate's ex-girlfriend. But I mean like 25 years ago. So not recently. That book has my address on it, but I did black it out. So thank you, Benedict, for looking out for me, because that is the kind of mistake that I would make. We got some orders. Thank you to orderers. Kahai, Jamie, Mora, Santiago from Boston, Sharon from Boston. Oh, do you two know each other? Santiago and Sharon. You guys should hang out. Let me see how close together you guys live. Is that okay? Let's do it just real quick. That's fine. Hello? All right. I'm gonna tell you how close together you two live in minutes. So we're gonna do this too. Oh, I know. That was Santiago. Now we gotta go to Sharon. Just open up. I don't know. It feels like you two probably live pretty close together. Oh. Mm. Hold on. I messed up. This took too long. It would have been better if it would have been great if I hadn't messed up, but I did messed up. And now I feel like I've got sunk costs and I have to keep doing this. Oh, you're pretty far apart. You're like a 40-minute walk away. You know, it's still Boston. And in fact, you live roughly in the same neighborhood. But still it's a while. It's a while. It's like a 10-minute drive. It's probably a lot less than a 10-minute drive if the traffic was okay. But the traffic is currently not okay. Of course it's not. Everybody's invested. Okay. I was really hoping they live like on the same block. That would have been amazing. But like far enough away that you wouldn't like walk to see each other. But you both have like nice spots. This is great. Oh man. Oh wow, that's adorable. That's a cute house, Sharon. That is a cute house. Oh my god. They made that one look nice. And then we're gonna go up here. Oh, we got oh wow, you have this is like in the city. You are in the city. You are right with everything, which is nice because you can go to that fashion boutique or that barber shop or that tailor. Wow. A tailor. Who has a tailor on their block? That's wild. I love eating cake at Easter. I like eating cake all of the time. I want cake right now. Looks like a nice neighborhood, though. You got this big park here. Boston, everybody. Boston. Anyway. Thank you to David and Teresa and Hannah and Cedra and Benjamin and Sarah and Brandon and Kahai. I think I said Kahai already. I think, yes, that's correct. Great. Thank you to, we got over 1,100 people in the room. That's wild. I'm super hungry. And I actually have a lunch scheduled with a friend, which is kind of a bad news because after this, there's some time before that happens. And I can't just eat because then I won't be able to eat at the thing. My voice is very good. I should do ASMR. Okay. I don't know about that. We've got I don't know why I uploaded this. So the other thing that I was going to do was go. I don't know if this is a good idea, but we'll see if it is. Let's adjust this real quick. I think this is silly, but we're going to do it. All right, here it is, everybody. I was going to look at my comments from my video about the Minecraft movie live, everybody. So we're going to live make this content. I did have a sandwich coming. I think that Catherine just put it in the fridge and was like, you'll get it when you get it. And took a shower. So she's fine. She's texted me. We're good. But now I have to wait. I have to not eat until I have my lunch date with my friend. So let's see what our comments have to say about the Minecraft movie. So I made this video where I was like, you don't know about this? What don't you know about? What don't you know about, Nicole? What? We did do connections already. Sorry. I made this video about the Minecraft movie. And how it gave me hope and how I was delighted by it. Now, you can also see the kind of content that YouTube recommends to me. So you can see that I've got jet lag up there and I've got Dropout TV content and Minecraft stuff. But I'm not worried about it. So we got this person, it feels like it was less of a well-made movie and more of a rediscovering of how cool third places can be. I think that there's like an element of that. I think that there is a like even for me, but especially I think for young people to like, it's almost like we get a chance to like ultimately the people in charge of the movie going experience are mostly the people who own the movie theaters and make the movies. But there was a sense at the Minecraft movie, and like there's been other examples of this, where the people who go to the movies get to have some control over that. And I know that there's cultural tension there, but because we had like a reboot, because there's a pandemic, because we had this reboot, maybe we get to redefine that a little bit, and not like for every movie, obviously, but like you go see a horror movie and the vibe in the theater is different than if you go see a romance, obviously. And so like maybe there's a new appreciation or a new kind of movie that you try and make where like the goal is to make it a more vibrant, collaborative experience. Is everybody I hate that? Maybe. But I think it's interesting. Is it going to happen? Actually, probably not. Theater reactions are much less of a thing in the UK, and this movie brought out the politest of golf claps from my theater on no less than 6 occasions. That's adorable. Some of my favorite jokes as a kid were stuff that my parents didn't understand or connect with. It was my honor to sit in the theater as an adult while the kids snickered about their shared memes, completing the natural cycle of comedy. That's nice. See? I just think that like the bigger theme here, and this is one that I'm exploring with a lot of my content right now, is like enjoy stuff and like no reason to focus on things that don't matter that suck. So if you like think the Minecraft movie sucks, what I can tell you is okay, but it also doesn't matter that it sucks. Like that, there's stuff that sucks like way more than the Minecraft movie that you can be focused on. So I feel about like the sort of discourse around the launch of the like all female flight crew of people who paid to go to space on a Blue Origin. I'm like, I don't care about this. Like there's like discourse, and I'm like focusing on this when there's like real problems to focus on feels very strange. Like, why are we focusing on this? It's like it's nothing occurred here. Like this isn't something that's important. It's people who paid money to go to space, which happens all the time. And like, if you think that like this is an important piece of the discourse, I don't know what to say. Like, there's much more important things going on. And so why are we focused? Like, why is anybody spending any time on that? It's just going to make you more irritable. And it's like, I don't know. I think that it's always useful to look at things that are being discussed and ask 2 questions. One is this like actually important and worthy of being discussed? But 2, like, can you discuss something that is important inside of that frame? And so like, I can see trying to discuss something that is important inside of that frame, and that's fine. But like, there's also a lot of like actually more important things. But whatever. Oh, apparently I have to go.